Adam, new season for the IHL starts today. Um, Dundee Stars coming in. Challenge Cup now. You've got a few under your belt over the last few years, and it's definitely another trophy up for grabs, and it's one that you want to get your hands on again.
Yeah, as far as I'm concerned, it's the start of our regular season. Challenge Cup League. We approach those games the same. Obviously, watching Dundee there, they look good. They have 10 import forwards across that lineup. Obviously, the rule change has really benefited that in terms of depth, and we really need to be dialed in now. I think a good number of those players have had success in the ECHL, and we need to be sharp defensively if we want to keep them off the board.
You've had 4 weeks now with this group. Obviously the CHL games, which have been competitive, and we've been in most of them apart from the Tampere club. But how's your thoughts on how the seasons have started off with the pre-season games and the CHL?
Yeah, anytime you have the amount of turnover we've had and lose the players that we lost, there's going to be growing pains. I think there has been some growing pains, but within that, I think some of the performances have been really strong. Even the games that we lost, specifically Luco and Innsbruck, I thought those games were there for the taking, which is nice to see from our group. And I thought at times we have looked very tight in terms of our structure defensively, and that's good signs early on. We're only going to get better at those things as guys eliminate a little bit of hesitation in their game. And so all things are pretty positive here. Obviously, we still need to click offensively a little bit more, 5-on-5. When that happens, I think we're on to a winner here, and we're still building towards that.
The news was announced yesterday that Elijah Borrega unfortunately picked up an injury. It's going to have him out for quite a while. That's a blow, there's no doubt about that. But you've reacted quickly to that and brought in a guy who's been around the league for a few years now. Not far off a point-to-game player, and Johnny Curran. What's your thoughts on Borrega and Curran?
Yeah, first on Elijah, obviously we were excited to bring him here, and he had a good preseason. It was exciting to kind of see him start to explode offensively because we know what he's capable of. I'm very gutted for him, individually as a person, to get hurt like that at the start of the season or before the start of the regular season. It's tough. It's tough to take. I've went through that myself, and so we're just supporting him as best we can to try and get him as healed up as quick as possible, but also make sure that he feels a part of this team, and he's all in with us as well. So nothing changes from that front. Obviously, just the fact that he's going to have a long road to recovery here. And then obviously bringing in Johnny Curran essentially from Coventry. He's been there for 3 years, so we've seen him quite a bit and what he's capable of. He's part of the GB national program. He understands the league. We understand what we're getting from him just from pre-scouts and playing against Coventry over the years. We have a pretty good understanding of the type of player we're getting, and ultimately we didn't want to go and start the season down an import, and his availability to get here quick, and everything made sense, and I think he's going to add a lot of value to his team.
When you look the whole way throughout the league, with the Belfast Giants being so successful last year and over the last number of years, every team is going to be targeting the Belfast Giants. Everybody's going to want to beat the Giants, and that's going to start today with the Dundee Stars. Dundee, new coach, a lot of new players. You've obviously watched some of their video over the last couple of weeks from some of their games. What sort of test are you expecting tonight?
A good one. It's their first regular season game as well. I expect them to be excited, and as you touched on, because of the success that we've had the last few years, you're getting the best of every team, and that's something. It'll be the message tonight that we have to expect the absolute best of Dundee, and I think other teams kind of approach these games as if these are the guys who won last year. They're on edge. They're alert. They're ready, and we need to be ready as well. If we're not, we'll find ourselves in a hole. And that is the message tonight: is we need to start on time. We need to be ready ourselves and just take care of our own game. Not worry about what Dundee's going to do or what type of game they're going to bring. If we take care of our own game, that's what we're looking forward to.
We played some big games here last year. I know your mindset, and I know that last season's gone, but the seventh man on the ice is the Teal Army. You've got a message from the start of the season off today.
First off, I mean, obviously I feel it as a player, but I think probably from the loss in the Continental Cup, against Ireland, you could really feel the building start to shake, and the type of momentum it provided our group. And then you follow that up with the Challenge Cup 2 years ago against Cardiff on the final period and in overtime, really spurred our group on to success. And that's when I really seen the true value of what a full building can do and what the energy in the building can provide the players. So I thank you guys for that, and we hope for more of the same here going forward. And this team has a saying that a proud city takes pride in you, and we're hoping to give you guys something to be proud of on the ice.